Hey, and welcome to 996 The Howl. For the uninitiated, this is an unedited YouTube vlog discussing everything Arizona Coyotes. They pick up 3 points out of a possible 4 points for pretty much perfect. The Coyotes are not a perfect team, but you can't get better than 3 out of 4 points other than being a perfect hockey team. And they're finally finished with the 2 games against San Jose. There's a lot of things to like, little things to dislike. But I was using these 2 games to see where the team is at. Are there any bad habits carrying over from seasons prior? Do players look good? Who looks out of place? What's going on? Where are they at in terms of respect for each other and for their coach? And honestly, A+ across the board, except for power play. I'll discuss that later as one of my only negatives for this team. But man, the past 2 games, the Coyotes played their game. Let me make sure the video's on. They made San Jose play to the Coyotes game. They didn't give San Jose much. They continue to push no matter their circumstances in the game, whether trailing or leading. They just stuck to their game plan and pushed. Were hungry on offense. Their neutral zone game is amazing. Just so much speed right from their D-man. That one pass from the D-man to the forward. They're just hitting that forward with speed, puck on a stick. The offense is there for the time being. I know they're facing Martin Jones for a little bit, Devin Dubnyk. It's going to be much harder to score against much better teams like Vegas, the Avalanche, and the St. Louis Blues, but it's good that they can score. They got that early confidence in the season that they could score a lot, scoring 3 goals in the opening night, 5 goals this afternoon, Saturday. They can score down 2 goals. They can score late in a game with their goalie pulled, which, like I said in my previous video, hasn't happened all season. So the fact that they could start this season knowing that they can play behind by 2 goals, they can score with a minute left to tie it up, they can lead a game going into the 3rd period and hold that lead out for a win and even get another insurance marker like Keller did in the 3rd period. Just a lot of little situations that the Coyotes have already faced and experienced in this very short season. And those experiences are going to carry over to this 4-game incredible series against the Vegas Golden Knights. I know it's going to be much harder, a much different game plan, but to me, these 2 games against San Jose, they needed to show that they were the better team than the Sharks, which on paper they should be. They're going into a different direction than San Jose. San Jose's transitioning into a rebuild. Coyotes need to get away from even the word rebuild. And they showed that they're not only better than the San Jose Sharks, but miles better. They were so much a better team than San Jose the past 2 games, especially the game on Saturday where they won 5-3. I'll finally say the score. Phil Kessel, I'm a bit hard on him, especially in that overtime on Thursday night. You know, Kessel's got 3 goals in the season. You can just say that, and he's producing, and that's all we ask for Phil Kessel is to produce. Now, what's funny is that he's producing in non-Kessel ways. You know, he's scoring in the crease to tie it up with 1 minute left in the game. He's scoring off a fumble in the middle of the ice. He's scoring off a high tip in the middle of the ice. These aren't snipe show goals by Phil Kessel. These are just putting yourself in places on the ice that will give you the most success, which is the middle of the ice. And I felt like last season Kessel was so afraid of going to the middle of the ice, but hopefully that changes. And that's pretty much changing for all these Coyotes. Clayton Keller is attacking the middle of the ice. He is not scared at all anymore. He's got so much confidence and swagger. It's really unbelievable to see this transformation in Clayton Keller. This was starting to bud in the playoff bubble, but it's becoming fully realized here. Connor Garland is unbelievable. The best player on the Coyotes, just full stop. I'm amazed by this guy every game that continues on. I know I was not a huge fan of Garland when he got called up about 2 years ago and he went on a spree of goals. I thought that he wouldn't be able to replicate that, and he did. He did replicate it last season, scoring over 20 goals. And I'm a firm believer now. He just produces almost every game. He works so hard. The stick handling with the puck is like nothing I've ever seen. No player plays with the puck like Connor Garland, and it's great that he's starting the year off hot. And his line of himself, Schmaltz, and Hayden is just a great line. Schmaltz is looking good. I hope he gets a goal very soon to get that monkey off his back. That Barrett Hayden goal was fantastic. What a play by Garland to find Hayden open, and Hayden, without hesitating, just shoots it immediately. He doesn't even care that he's so far away from the net. He was at the top of the circles and one-times it, bar down. I mean, such an unbelievable shot with so much confidence. He wouldn't have done that last season. He's playing with a lot of confidence. I hope he gets some more mojo going on the power play. I feel like maybe he should be on that second unit with Schmaltz and Dvorak, because there's a couple times where Brassard on that second power play unit got a perfect pass from Schmaltz, but he couldn't handle such a hot pass. And I feel like Hayden has experienced that area of the ice on power plays, especially in the World Juniors for Canada, where he was scoring almost all his goals from that area, from the circles. So maybe exchange Brassard with Hayden on that line, because Schmaltz could find him open very easily. The defense was good, solid. Raanta played an excellent game, making some incredible saves, especially down 2-1. He made a cross-crease save with the pad on a San Jose power play, and then a few moments later, Kessel scored to tie it up with that tip. Just an all-around good game. I feel like this is really Tocchet's final form, really. Just fast offense, hard-hitting, just relentless on the puck. We saw that last season in the first about 30 games where they were first place in the Pacific by December, and it kind of came crashing down for whatever reason, whether it was due to injuries or getting in a guy like Taylor Hall, where all of a sudden all the younger guys kind of just like let Hall do everything. But I feel like this year, Schmaltz, Keller, Garland, Hayden, they know they need to lead their lines, and they need to lead by example. They can't lean on anybody else. It's up to them, and they're passing the test. So these first two games are in the books. They're in the top 4 in their division. Right now they're in a playoff spot. I know there's 54 games left, but they got to get to work against Vegas. It's going to be a hard 4 games against Vegas. They're a hard physical team who lays the body down. They have one of the best offenses, one of the best defenses, and one of the best goalies in the league. So, I mean, what a measuring stick to have so early in the season, to see where you're at as a team, to play 4 games against one of the best teams in the NHL. So I just hope the Coyotes show up, continue to play their game, no matter the situation on the ice. Just play your game, be hard on the puck, hard on the forecheck, cycle around, attack the middle of the ice, attack the defenders, get pucks on net, and hopefully they continue this streak of good offense, good defense, good goaltending. They need to work on their power play a lot. Their power play is kind of embarrassing. I'm not sure which coach is in charge of that, but they got some work to do. The penalty kill was better in Game 2 than in Game 1. So we'll see. I'm excited for this cool 4-game mini playoff series against Vegas. Should be a great time. I expect Kemper to be in net, but who knows? It could go to Raanta. I was expecting Kemper to play tonight, or this afternoon, but Raanta got the call. And just like last season in the first half, they could rotate Kemper and Raanta as much as they want. They're both elite goaltenders. They're both number 1. This is Ranta's contract year, so I'm sure he wants to put out a huge performance for his team. And hopefully Kemper stays the same as last season in the playoffs, and just hopefully they're the backbone of this great hockey team that seems to be forming in front of our eyes. So that's it for me. Thanks for watching, and thank you for your support.